Good morning, good morning. I've got my orange juice this morning. I'm out here with my weapon of choice. Fancy is going to the bathroom. It has been 2 weeks since the last coyote sighting, so I'm like starting to feel better outside. I had to force myself to like be out here, not only like obviously when Fancy's going to the bathroom, but like it started out with Fancy on the leash out here, and now it's upgraded to Fancy just like roaming around and me being out here and watching her. And then the other day I worked outside for an hour, and then I did some garden work for like an hour and a half to almost 2 hours, and I'm just like gotta be comfortable in my backyard again. And it's been like 2 weeks, so I don't know if it's like moved on, because I just think it was like a stray coyote. I have no idea. Anyway, my orange juice this morning is oranges, carrots, green apple, kale, lemon, ginger, and I think that's it. This is like an immune boosting juice this morning, and I made a double dose so that I could have one later if I wanted to have one later. It's best if you drink it like fresh, but I've seen different like sources of information that say like, oh, it's best if you drink it within like 48 hours. And then other ones are like, oh no, they're good for up for a week, which I don't do that. Like usually I drink it within 24 hours, but every morning I make it and then I like drink it right away. It's just like if I make a double batch or something, then I'll have an extra. Anyway, it has been a whole week since the last vlog you guys saw, like filming wise in my time. So it's been a week since I've been back home, but my house is still in shambles. I have not decorated anything. I have not put my office back together. I just have like furniture back in the spots because the people that did my floors moved all my furniture back, which very grateful for that. But like otherwise my house just, I never put it together. I just had like too much work and other things going on that I was like, I don't have time to decorate. So I decided, you know what, we're gonna vlog today, and then it's gonna motivate me to decorate. So then I got like something for this vlog. We got like content happening, right? I can't thank you guys enough for just being so sweet, so loving, enjoying the house content. Oh man, creating my floors video, coming up with like the whole storyline behind it and doing like the flashbacks to like the days of like it going on compared to me like telling the whole story. It was so much fun for me to create that video, and you guys being like, yes, the storyline I live. I'm like so glad that you guys can see my effort there and that you also enjoy the home content as much as I do. So I gotta stop responding to comments now. I've been responding to comments for like a whole entire hour at this point, and we need to get this house together. This is what my desk looks like. Yes, I did buy myself flowers for Valentine's Day because like be your own freaking Valentine. I have got really nothing over here. Like I put 2 plants there and not much. And then my kitchen table. I have all of my decoration and stuff because I gotta redecorate this. I'm thinking I'm actually gonna move these and put them in my pantry instead of having them on display because I could not find a way to make this look cute. Like I love up top, but this shelf I've redesigned probably like 4 times, like nothing too dramatic, but I just like have never loved it. And I think a big factor is those. So all of this, actually, hold on. Can we do like a little bit of a flashback to before I got my floors done and where all of this was?
We've got all of my cameras, obviously all of my cameras. Got some stuff over there. We got plants over here. And then my bathroom is really where everything went. So, you know, I can't even walk in my closet at this point.
Yeah, so I pulled everything out from like on top of my dresser, my bathtub, everything, just because I wanted to see it all so that we can do some styling. So I've got to do this here, the bookcase, my office, and then actually just run this way a little bit. In my bathroom here, I never really share this with you guys, you don't see it, but I've got these 3 shelves here that have, or like had, cameras on it. So I'll probably do like the exact same thing here. Like I might not even change that up. Funny enough, I mean a week ago, bought this book at Home Goods. I thought like aesthetically it was cute, but it's also an interior design book. And while I was on my break, the amount of Architectural Digest that I watched, I am manifesting being on Architectural Digest one day. In this house, no, but another house, I will be in Architectural Digest. While I was watching that, I like realized how much people style with like antique things, and I've loved incorporating antique things into my style, but I'm like, whoa, I should dive more into that. But also I should really dive more into interior design because I love it so much, and if it's a passion of mine, like why am I not spending more time there, you know? So I found this book. One of the reasons I wanted it is because they just have like pictures of people's homes, but like they have like different like styling, you know, like of shelves. And I know some people like more of like an open spaced styling of shelves. I kind of like mine to be a little bit more full, like not cluttered, but I like them to be pretty full. I don't like them to be really, really bare. And especially with this bookcase, with the way like you see like this right here and then the other one over there, the way that breaks it up, it's like there's 3 sections within it. Leaving the outside empty looks weird. Like I've tried that before. I've like only doing the inside or like having some rows be like inside and then other rows are inside and outside. And I just thought it looked weird, but I just kind of wanted to like look through this. It's gonna like primarily be a coffee table book, but I also wanted to look through it for like interior design inspo and just like see what are they doing on their shelves. Where I'm thinking we're gonna start is this shelf here. This bottom shelf, I never loved the way it was styled. So I'm almost thinking if I start here, I want to love this shelf because then over here, like if I do this first, it's gonna take a lot of pieces. And then maybe I want one of those pieces to go over here, and then that's just like too much. So I'm thinking we start here. So here's where I'm at. I've been sitting on this couch for like maybe 5 to 10 minutes. It hasn't been that long. Just staring at this shelf, like what the heck can I do? And I actually took photos of every area that I had to tear down so I knew what my previous styling looked like, but I wanted to mix things up and I wanted to do some things different. And I knew there were like certain pieces on here that I was gonna keep in the exact same spot. But otherwise I was like, it's just like be free, be creative, do whatever you want. And I still have a lot of stuff on my floor and I've got a lot of mainly just like cameras over there, which actually a bunch of those are gonna go in the bathroom and in like my little buffet thing that I have in the front and stuff. And cameras are great for like little styling pieces, not like main pieces, but I'm just looking at the shelf and it's basically empty and I'm like, I want to go antiquing. I bought a lot. Like a lot. Like they were bringing it up and I was like, this is a lot. Are you ready for an antique haul? Let's start with just some basic tins. These have like very nice like aging details to them, which is cool. They're like de-stressed. That's the word I'm thinking of. So I got 3 of these. Those were pretty cheap. I am beyond excited for this. I randomly spotted this out of the corner of my eye. Like I am so good at antiquing. I'm telling you, it's like my thing. This is a box camera. Now I have got, how many? 3 of these already. And this is like the one that it's most comparable to because I've got like 2 that are different designs compared to this one. That's why I've got 3 already. But this is a larger format. And I was like, oh my gosh, this will be so great just as a general styling piece itself instead of just like little accent pieces. Granted, like a normal box camera is big anyways, but I was so excited for this find. Oh, I got this just like ceramic vase, I guess you can call it. It's just like black and has really cool texture. Did I even go antiquing if I don't come home with multiple cameras? No. It's very tiny. I know I have one similar to this, but not the exact same. And that's what I try to do when I'm getting like my antique cameras, because you guys know I collect them. I have a pretty good memory of the ones that I have to make sure that I don't double up on them. So I've got some that are similar, but they're definitely different. I've got one similar to this, but it's different and it's not this small. So I was like, this is like the perfect tiny little piece of decor. I'm obsessed. I got this like food weight scale. I thought it was cute. It just like really needs cleaned. It's very, very gross, but that's an easy clean. Okay, next up we've got books. I ended up getting a ton of books because I was looking up some Pinterest like styling stuff, and I really loved when bookcases were just filled with so many books, and I honestly wish that I found more. But some people are pricing their like old books for like 30 bucks. I got this, like came as like a little set together. They weren't selling it otherwise, which I like primarily wanted the black one, but these other like muted tones, I was like, I can do something with that. We got more black. This one is like a little bit gray. And then all of these are black. And then I got this, it's like a desk encyclopedia set. So it's got 3 encyclopedias on the inside. I don't know how I'm gonna have this style because this is like a lot of color for me. I can't. I just don't know. I'm like, do I have it where it's like tilted so then you don't see that? Do I want that scene? Because it is like muted color. I don't know. We'll see. But I did get, how many books is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 plus like this set. Me says I'm like gluten-free, soy-free, dairy-free, trying to limit sugar, and I get something that like the second ingredient is sugar. It's fine. You know, sugar we're trying to limit. Also, my sister called me out and was like, girl, the oat milk at Starbucks is not gluten-free. I'm like learning as I go through this process, but my face is doing so much better. Anyway, I would like to formally apologize for the fact that my microphone was messed up in the last 2 videos. I had no freaking idea. I was editing today and I was like, this sounds weird. Like, how come it's coming through only one of my speakers? Like, what the heck is going on? And I remembered that yesterday when I was vlogging, every time I turned on my camera, I was getting this weird notification about the mic. And I was like, usually it says something different. It doesn't say this. It's because my mic wasn't fully plugged in. So my audio was messed up. I love that for me. Love it. 2 quick updates I want to give you. The first one, my stairs railing situation. I am realizing I never addressed that. So yes, I'm getting new railings. I am so freaking excited about it. It's gonna look so dang good. I put my deposit in for my railings already, but the company that I went with was booked out farther than my floors, which I was like, better to have it that way because obviously the floors had to get done first because my banister upstairs had a piece of wood underneath it, and then the stairs like along those like 4 steps on the bottom along the side was wood as well. So all of that ended up having to be totally replaced and then matched this stain here because the size of the railing that I'm getting, the posts or like spindles or whatever, has to be closer than what my other one was. So like, anyways, it's a whole thing. That is not getting done until late March, maybe late April. I really don't know yet. They're gonna let me know when it gets closer, but it all depends on the progress of the projects that they have before me. So 9 to 12 weeks is what I was told, and I'm just kind of waiting over here. Yes, my house is a liability. I totally understand. That's why I lined up all the puzzles upstairs so Fancy doesn't hurt herself, so I don't hurt myself, and so that anyone that comes into my house knows, do not just like jump off here because I don't want to be sued. Second thing, okay, let's take a look at the styling because it looks so dang cute. I ended up doing, let the lighting catch up, let the lighting catch up, let the lighting catch up. Okay, so I styled this shelf here. It's kind of similar to what I have before, but some things are different. My desk is not fully put back together yet. I just put these plants here. Nothing too exciting. I also moved that plant because that's where my camera was before. And then my shelf in the living room is done and my shelf in the kitchen is done. So let's take a look. This whole section, same as before. I actually, because I took this board down to take a look at what this would look like with the stain on my floors. So when I took it down and put it back up, I actually flipped it over because the wood is starting to warp a little bit. And I just like want it to warp the other way and try to keep it as straight as possible, you know? So I did flip that. I don't even know the importance of me telling you that. But I got this cute camera. I actually got this New Year's. I went antiquing with my sister and brother-in-law in the little lake town we were at, and I found this camera and it was set up on this tripod. They were sold separately, but I was like, no, I love the look of that together. Like, that is so freaking cute. So that's up there now. We've got some books, a plant, and just some other little things. So still gonna put this together. I'm really not sure what to do with this plant. It's like become one of my favorites. I just think it's so gorgeous and it needs a moment to shine. And I tried to put it up there, but it was just like too big. So I'm not sure where I'm gonna put it. We'll see. It's just like sitting here temporarily. Like I might actually stay there. I do not know. How come you are so cute? Huh? The next thing is this bookcase. This took me a while to figure out. I was actually trying to style it for like an hour and a half last night, and I was like, I'm far too hungry and it's too dark and I cannot figure this out. So I had to call it quits, and I came back to it this morning, and with fresh daylight, I figured out exactly how I wanted it to look. All black, white, little bit of green with the plants, and then like creamer tones as well. This area, I needed something that was bright, and I was like, what the heck can I do? And I flipped those books around, because all of the other books, like this one that's open right here, that's one of the ones that I antiqued. Those there. But this section, these are actually newer. They're like my personal development books, you know, but they're all black and white covers. And then I just flipped them around, so then you see the pages. And I just thought that was really cute. I also love this book being open. It's open to no specific page. I've got no idea what it says. Oh, I also have like some color down here because I put these books down here. So there's like a little like bluish purple happening, but I think this is very, very cute. And then if we spin around, this is actually now my favorite. I adore it so much. I'm glad I focused on this first because this looks so dang good. It makes me so happy. And this is like the cluttered chaos that I was telling you guys that I like. Some people would probably think this is like way too much stuff up there, but for me, I love it. I love the mix of olds with the new, and like I've got these older books here, and then like this is like a water pitcher, and then also like the functional things, because up top I've got wine glasses, these are bowls, and then I've got like this is like a gravy boat, and I think this is like a milk creamer pouring guy. It's like a count. I've never used it before. I just use it as decor. But since I have functional things up there, I was like, I need kitchen functional things down here. So this is a water pitcher. This is like a charcuterie board. I've got another charcuterie board over here with my bottle of Dom, obviously, which then like kind of goes with wine glasses, even though it's champagne, but still. And then I've got this. What is that called? You like make salsa and guac and like mash things in it. This thing is like very heavy though. It is solid stone. So I think this is so freaking cute. And I still have a bunch of decor that I have no idea what I'm gonna do with. I do need to do some styling in my bedroom, and then like on top of the front entry buffet. So I still have some things I can use, like this little camera I got. I didn't have a spot for. Fancy's gonna go back on my desk, but otherwise, I mean, made some serious progress here. I can at least eat. I've got one bonus update if you guys have stayed this long. A funny story that I wasn't sure where I was gonna share it because like it's too good, it needs to be shared. This lovely bruise that you have seen on my leg, while they were doing my floors, obviously they had to take off the vent covers to work on the floors, and Cathrin fell through the vent. I was sending my sister daily updates of the floors. I was like vlogging for her while I was also vlogging for you guys. So I was sending her an update just trying to decide if I wanted my floors to be finished satin or matte. And I wasn't watching where I was going, and I freaking fell through my floors. Like my whole leg up to like wherever this bruise ends went through the floor. And I obviously kicked out the vent, and I had to learn how to put a vent back because I was like, if the flooring people come back tomorrow and they see that a vent is just hanging, they're gonna be like, what the heck happened? The security footage is just like too good not to share somewhere. So I'm really hoping that you guys enjoyed that, because I legitimately watched it like every day for a week, just dying laughing because I could not believe that it happened. Like my whole body went down. I will see you guys back here on Friday with another video. We are going to be creating my 2022 vision board. So if you guys have never created a vision board before, or if you just like haven't created yours for this year, this season of life you're in, whatever, highly recommend that you do it along with me. I'm gonna be sharing like my process, what I think about when I'm creating my board, as well as talking a little bit about manifestation, law of attraction, things that I've manifested with my vision board intentionally and unintentionally, because like unintentionally I've manifested some weird things and I'm like, what the heck? Like, why did that even happen? I wasn't even trying, but like, okay, cool. That will be Friday. I will see you guys back here then. Until then, I need to feed Fancy. So, love ya. Goodbye.